Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Super excited to be here with you on an amazing Father's Day. Had a blast with my kids this morning. And my wife says, "What do you want to do today?" And I said, "I just want to do my live stream." I mean, we had all the kid time in the morning, but do the live stream and then just kind of hang out and relax. We don't have to go out and do a bunch of stuff. I'm tired. But I hope you guys had a fantastic week. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today was one of the things that I cover a lot in my course. And it's amazing how few people do it. Dividend Dave has a great opening to the live stream. Now we don't have to start over. And so that's wonderful. Thank you, Dave, for being on time. Appreciate that. And not having to start the series or start the live stream over. But you would be shocked at how many people don't shop their quotes. You guys, this is one of the biggest mistakes made in real estate investing. It's far worse than what most people will admit to. It's far worse than what most buyers will talk about. Listen, I found my great contractors, like, quite frankly, kissing plenty of frogs first. They gave a number and they didn't show up on time. Their quality of work wasn't that great, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There is finding value is the most important thing when really creating longevity in this landlording thing. You got to be flexible. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago, and you got to be willing to kind of roll with the punches, and bad things are going to happen and stuff's going to come up. Way it goes. But what you have to understand is as you start your real estate journey, big mistakes in the beginning can completely derail your journey for years, if not forever. It doesn't do it financially forever, but it does it for years financially. It's a mindset thing where you can get absolutely destroyed in the beginning. But the number of people where they're just like, oh yeah, so I got a quote on the floors and those are going to be $9,000. Kind of like what Dividend Dave talks about right here. You know, quoted at 4,400 over the last quote from another at 9,700. So he got somebody to quote him out floors at basically $14,000 for one of his houses. Now he's happy at $9,700. Now, Dividend Dave took the course. Dividend Dave took the boot camp. Dividend Dave went through all of those pieces and parts of the puzzle to understand I got to shop around. He's going to get a third quote too and see if he can even beat that 9,700. But guys, a great contractor, yes, many of them are the great contractors. Many of them are always busy, and then they find their group of people and then they constantly service them. Okay. The challenge becomes is that you're talking about the same exact job with the same exact quality of product being quoted for LVP, luxury vinyl plank, and you're talking about a 50% increase in price. Guys, a 50% increase in price. Now imagine if that goes through the project. Flooring was 50% more, the kitchen was 50% more, the bathrooms were 50% more. And then all of a sudden you wind up at, oh my gosh, my burr doesn't, I'm going to lose money on my burr. Or this doesn't sustain itself. The market rents are less than what my monthly mortgage is going to be now that I've done these projects. My refi out, I'm going to leave a bunch of money behind in this deal, and I'm not going to see being able to do the next deal for a year, maybe 2, maybe 3. These are the tiny things that are extremely critical to success that you must master. The first quote was 9,700. The second was at 4,400. See, 9,700 bucks, half price, more than half price, about 60% off is what Dividend Dave's going to get because he shopped around for multiple quotes. Now at 4,400, I'm a little bit nervous. You know, I'm a little bit nervous. I would want to see the product delivered. You know, I would probably want to order the product and talk to them about labor and what that looks like. But I can tell you, I have guys all the time. They're like, well, I would love to earn your business. What would that take? And I was like, how much of square foot are you for LVP install? Well, we're 4 to 4.25. No, not even close. They're like, why? What do you pay? I said, I pay $175 a foot. They're like, yeah, what was that, 15 years ago? I said, nope, I can show you an invoice where I just paid $175 a foot. And why is that? Because that's a 3-person crew that shows up and can bang out about 800 to 1,000 feet before they go home. So they look at the value of the day and they say, hey, a job that size, we can get that thing done in a day. We'll make $600 a piece for the day. The product is going to be there waiting for us. This is a super easy job because we always just show up. Matt has the product waiting for us, has all the padding waiting for us. Guys, it's so much worse than what people tell you they're actually going through in a lot of these deals. I find people that are completely non-transparent. They think they're being transparent, which is the worst part. But then they're not sharing with you all the other parts and pieces to this. Making sure you have good product, making sure it's on site, making sure you have all the padding, making sure you have any of the dividing strips if you're doing any sort of thresholds, making sure that you're understanding, okay, are they going to just butt to the trim or are they going to then put quarter round down on top of it? Are they able to get it so close to the trim that you don't have to use quarter round? You know, are you going to have them actually flush cut underneath the doors? Guys, these are all things that matter when getting a quote. But again, you look at those numbers. If you were $5,000 over on every single project in that project, you're going to lose. That thing is not going to make sense. It's not going to make the nut that you needed to make. So what I would encourage you guys to do on this Father's Day is be honest about your self-evaluation. Look at the syllabus that I created for the course and consider the investment in yourself. Hey, Dave, you're saving $5,000 on your flooring. You spent $1,500 on the course. That's one project. In your investing career, one project in your investing career. And it paid 3x. Paid 3x. The investment that you made in yourself, learning these processes, paid you 3x. Guys, I can't begin to tell you enough. I purposely priced the product where I did. Our course, I purposely priced it where I did because I wanted to make sure that it paid you multiples and it paid you multiples back quickly. If you're active in your journey, I wanted it to pay you multiples back quickly. There is no doubt in my mind. I've talked to a couple of other course guys that are really expensive course guys. One of them was like, you need to add a 0 to it. I was like, I'm absolutely not doing that. They're like, you'll have fewer students, but you know, it'll still make the impact for them and it'll take you less time. I was like, that's just not how I'm doing it. I had to make it attainable. But I also had to make it an investment, something that you guys are going to make in yourselves. So as you guys know, my Sundays, I don't spend my time pitching product, pitching my course. But listen, if you're really serious about real estate investing, we had 2 people in the course that had never bought an investment property before. Never bought an investment property before, and they invested in themselves. And you know what their feedback was? I can't believe how much more I know right now. I can't believe it. Mark, I'm talking about you. He was one of the guys who literally said that in our closing class. I cannot begin to tell you the value that this is going to have for you. I cannot begin to tell you the value that you get out of other people in the course that are further along in their journey than you. And remember what it was like just a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago when they bought their first, their second, their third, their fourth. We have people in the course that have 0 units. We have people in the course that have 80 units that needed to take that next step into management. And you know how much money I'm saving them a month? A month? I'm saving them $5,000 a month. I should have charged more for the course. But guys, I want to talk about real estate today. I'm always here to answer your questions. I'm always here to have the conversation. But I want to tell you that, yeah, it's far worse than they say it is. People have no idea the gaps, the things they miss, the quality of product at the end that's not going to be there if they don't know what they're looking at, if they don't have that experience, if they're just depending on everybody else for their feelings, their thoughts. Maybe somebody rehabbed a kitchen 5 years ago that's one of their friends. Give me a break. Give me a break. Invest in yourself. Many of you went to college. What was college? That was an investment in you, right? How much did you spend on that? 85% of the people that go to college don't even use the degree that they got. That's all I'm saying. So let's jump into